Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got so much news to cover. Today we're just gonna focus on the Lexus EV concept. I'll see you guys on the other side and let's get into it. So we also got news besides this EV concept, which we're gonna talk about today, that's the main focus, but we also know that Lexus is gonna be unveiling their first ever EV, which is supposed to debut next year. They're gonna be debuting that next month. At the LA Auto Show. So very, very exciting times to be a Lexus and a Toyota fan. There's a lot of the Toyota news I still have to cover, but let's get into the Lexus EV concept, the LF-30. Let's go. We're gonna start off at the website, The Verge. I like their presentation and they did a good job summing up all of the information we have about this EV concept. And the first thing they say is Lexus is preparing to unveil the first electric car next month. It seats four with the driver and front passenger essentially getting their own first-class style cockpits and nearly matching futuristic displays, while the rear passengers are treated to bucket seats with artificial muscle technology that can mold to their occupants. Almost like memory seats, but a little bit more active. So like a Tesla, the large windshield comes all the way up and over the car's rear end. Cool thing about it is Lexus imagines using this glass roof as a display for information like a realistic star-filled sky, user favorite videos, or even navigation. They call this Skygate. It can be activated through voice control or with Minority Report style gesture control. We'll dive more into the pictures here in a little bit. I like doing that at the end because that's a little bit more very, very subjective. Opacity of the windows can be adjusted to either let in or fully block outside light. You have a polarizing glass, a self-polarizing glass, which is really cool. Tinted windows are a thing of the past now. So we know it uses in-wheel electric motors. They've been teasing this for months now. I don't think the first electric vehicle Lexus unveils next month is going to have that. 5 years down the road, absolutely. And Rivian's trucks, if you guys are familiar with Rivian electric vehicles, they have in-wheel electric motors. So they're already doing it in certain situations. And this allows for more dynamic driving, including something Lexus is calling posture control, which essentially adjusts the output of each motor in real time to keep the LF-30 composed in dynamic driving conditions. It also uses steer-by-wire technology, meaning there's no mechanical connection between the steering wheel and the drivetrain, which allow the wheel to be moved forward when the LF is operating autonomously. So let's go over the spec. It's designed around 110 kilowatt battery pack, and we know, well, they go on to say Tesla has a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. That's going to give you about 300 to 400 miles of range. I know that's a huge difference in range, but there's a lot of factors that play into that, right? I have it down as about 400 miles of range. Toyota claims that it could be less. It just depends on how you're going to be driving the car, right? Because they claim 310 miles, but based off the information that I got earlier this week, I think it could be stretched to as much as 400 miles. I think they're being very, very conservative with this 310 miles here. Why on a concept? I'm not exactly sure, but let's keep going. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.8 seconds, which is roughly 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, which is plenty fast for most people out there, with a combined power output of about 536 horsepower. And then you can see a couple other things. We got some gull wing doors here. This is the little luggage, floating luggage thing that is supposed to come with the car. So very bizarre. And they call that the Lexus Airporter, is a drone technology support vehicle like carrying luggage. Very strange. So here is a picture of that Skygate. This lady back here, it essentially turns the whole windshield into a display, a touchscreen or gesture controlled, which is pretty crazy. Actually, I don't know if it's touchscreen, but it is voice controlled and gesture controlled, which is just nuts. You can see here, this looks like it's some sort of navigation setup here. The beauty of this car, I love this L design. They're taking to the next level with the L finesse, big L's on the back. You can see the whole glass throughout the whole roof. Huge wheels, and of course this has the in-wheel motors. Definitely a very wedge shape design. I think it looks super cool, very futuristic. I don't think the first electric Lexus vehicle is going to look very much like this. Look at, I mean, just look. This looks like that customizable glass that they're talking about that you can change the opacity of. I hope this would be cool. I don't know if it's exactly legal, but to have some sort of lights, LED lights inside the wheels is kind of gimmicky, but it looks super cool. Of course, the gull wing doors. Look at this. This is something that no one's talked about. Can you guys see this? But it says solid state right here. And we know that Lexus is going to be unveiling, and Toyota for that matter, is going to be unveiling their solid state batteries at the Tokyo Olympics. So very, very exciting. They are 100% confident that they'll be able to have a solid state vehicle in the near-ish future, in the next 5 to 10 years. And again, these end-wheel motors are just absolutely gorgeous. They look like something like from a Transformer movie. Super, super cool. I don't know about this right here. This almost looks like a little tramp stamp or something. They don't have exhaust anymore. I don't know what the point. Maybe this is a reverse light. I don't know. That's really weird. Interior is made from very, very sustainable sources like recycled materials. The floor is made from some sort of cedar. These are the muscle memory seats that conform to your body. Here's the passenger doing some swiping activity. So essentially she has her own computer up here. A lot of people won't want this screen in their face all the time, so it'd be probably very easy just to turn off with a gesture as well. Pretty neat though. And you can see emails are up here, volume, the music, and looks like some sort of little equalizer here for the audio section. Okay, so this image looks pretty nuts, and let's get into what it is. This is just the driver's seat cockpit. This is a steering wheel. You're looking at it from the top down. You can see that this is a triple screen design that layer on each other. So super, very, very super futuristic. I've never seen anything like this. It's almost like a camera lens that has multiple pieces of glass in there. Very, very cool. And you have screens on each side. They almost look holographic or 3D. And then this steering wheel is able to regress into this area. So this person, while the car's driving autonomously, can just relax a little bit more with the steering wheel outside of their, I guess, personal space. Okay, so this looks a little bit better. We got this rapid charge. I don't know what FC stands for. It's very, very small lettering here. If you guys are more familiar with the FC rapid charge, I don't know what FC. Use your imagination, but this looks like a wireless charging situation. What I don't know about. I don't see how that would be very practical, and I don't know how you'd be able to charge a vehicle like this wirelessly that has this much capacity. Our phones is one thing. A huge 110 kilowatt hour battery just doesn't make sense to charge wirelessly, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Here's the front end of the vehicle. I mean, it looks like a flying car from this perspective. I don't know, this almost reminds me of a big tongue or a big snow scoop. I like the ambient lighting that is on the inside here, and then the lights that kind of form the edge of the body. Looks very, very cool. And in case you guys didn't know, instead of a gas pedal and a brake pedal, they have a stop and a fast forward button here on the pedals. And if you didn't know, this says speed and this says brake because it's not a gas pedal anymore. There's no gas. You can see carbon fiber here. I just picked this up. So you have carbon fiber all the way around the cockpit, and then reinforcing the seats as well. The doors are made out of carbon fiber. Looks like the whole shell is made out of carbon fiber. Here's a great look at the cockpit. You can see concierge, music, games. So they're even jumping on board like Tesla has the games, right? You can watch movies, explore. So that'd be maybe like your Google Maps or something like that. Driving experience. So you can see essentially the driving dynamics that we see like in the current hybrid setups. You can probably see how the car's recharging, range, things like that. Over here, this looks like an autonomous sort of situation here where the car is picking up additional cars around it, and possibly on both sides. And this doesn't have any mirrors, right? So these also could probably function as the side mirrors. Very futuristic in that regard. And you can see here, it has an internal cockpit sort of thing of people in the car, and then also probably a real-time layout of the power going to each wheel. Here's the star map or the Stargate, whatever you want to call it. Here's your cockpit, a driver's seat, passenger seat, and they wanted to have the passenger seat very much like a first-class airplane. over at the global Toyota website, they have some more specifications for it. It's very in depth here. I'm not going to go over it too much. 200 kilometer an hour top speed. Here's the 536 horsepower. You can see the battery capacity here, cruising range in kilometers, the weight of the vehicle, which is actually really low, and the main reason for that is probably because of the carbon fiber shell. Pretty long wheelbase, but the length of the vehicle is not that long. And then you'll be able to see this concept at the Tokyo Motor Show that is starting tomorrow. It'll be in the Lexus Senses Theater, a space where you can experience simulation of the five senses. It consists of 2 auditory and visual experience spaces. I wish I could do this first one. Theater 1 recreates the LF-30 sensual engine sound with a 360-degree stereophonic sound and stimulates hearing. Theater 2 offers an experience of stimulating vision through projection mapping using LC modeling that changes its expression according to time and viewing angle and fused with functions. In this way, we have a booth structure where you can touch the philosophy of Lexus while enjoying the stimulation to human senses through real experience. Here's a higher resolution image of what their booth is going to look like. And looking here, I'm just going to zoom in. What do we got here? Well, we got an LS, nothing super cool there. We got the brand new RX, which is the luxury build hybrid, but it's strange because this is the old grille. So very strange that they have kind of a mix between the new and old styling. LC500 here and another LC500 here. I don't know why you would have 2 of them, but maybe this is that experience, that visual experience that they're alluding to. Here's the LC convertible in the back, a nice little teaser. We have an RC in the background. Here's a Senses Theater and then some Lexus signs. So what do you guys think of this electric vehicle concept from Lexus? I definitely think we're going to see solid state batteries in the next 10 years. We're going to see in-wheel motors. And then also that sort of cockpit experience for the front drivers and next generation muscle memory seats, which is pretty cool. Definitely no one's ever done that before. But what do you guys think of this? I'm really excited. The outside is definitely a lot to get used to. It's so futuristic. Nothing really looks like it or has ever looked like it. And that is kind of where the next generation styling is going to be going towards, more towards that and away from the spindle grille that we currently have. I'll see you guys in the comments below. Definitely stay tuned to the channel because the Tokyo Motor Show is starting tomorrow. We're going to have a lot more news, not only on Lexus vehicles, but Toyota vehicles that we also got information on today. I don't know if I'll be able to make a video. It'll probably be out tomorrow. If I was full-time, I would be pumping out videos left and right, but alas, I still sell Lexus vehicles. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. This is like my 5th goodbye. Get out of here.